Hey there, Money Loop family. Don't forget to subscribe for smarter financial success. Let's dive into today's money strategy. Index fund investing, a deep dive into strategies and risks. You've probably heard the simplest advice for getting rich. Just buy an S&P 500 index fund and forget about it. Here's the thing. That advice isn't wrong, but it's only half the story. And the other half? That's what separates the people who build real wealth from those who panic sell when things get ugly. Today, we're talking about what they don't tell you. Look, this advice is popular for a good reason. Index funds are brilliant. Instead of trying to gamble on individual, winning stocks, you buy one single fund that holds a piece of every company in a major market index, like the S&P 500. You get instant diversification. And historically, it's been a winning ticket. The market, over the long haul, goes up. The real magic is the cost. Since these funds are passively managed, which is a fancy way of saying they just copy an index, the fees are dirt cheap. Over a few decades, that adds up to thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars that stay in your pocket, not someone else's. This buy and hold approach is a solid foundation. But thinking that's the entire blueprint? That's your first mistake. So, what's the catch? First, market risk. An index fund guarantees you a front row seat for every single market crash. When the market tanks, your fund tanks right alongside it. The name of the game is having the stomach not to sell, but a lot of people don't. But the second risk is the one nobody's talking about enough right now: concentration. You think your S&P 500 fund is nicely spread across 500 companies? Think again. As of early 2025, the top 10 companies are hogging almost 40% of the entire index. That's nearly double the historical average. This means your diversified fund is basically riding on the coattails of just a handful of tech giants. We saw this movie before the dot-com bust, and let's just say the ending wasn't great. It's a huge blind spot. You feel safe holding this big basket of stocks, but if the few giant apples at the very top start to rot, the whole thing gets dragged down. So, how do we fix this? How do we build a smarter portfolio? You start looking beyond just one index. True diversification means owning different types of assets. Your S&P 500 fund is a fantastic core, but let's build around it. Think about adding a total stock market fund. That brings in the small and mid-sized companies the S&P 500 leaves out, giving you broader exposure. Or an international index fund, so your entire future isn't tied to a single country's economy. And for stability, especially as you get closer to needing the money, a bond index fund acts like a shock absorber when the stock market gets rocky. But here's the key: you don't just buy them randomly. You create a mix based on your age and how much risk you're comfortable with. If you're young, maybe you're 90% stocks, 10% bonds. Nearing retirement? You might be closer to a 60-40 split. This is how you go from just buying a fund to building a real, robust financial plan. If a light bulb just went off and you're ready to build a portfolio that can actually weather a storm, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells me we're on the right track. Okay, so after all that, are index funds still the way to go? For most of us, absolutely. Let's put it in perspective. You could go with an actively managed fund, where some Wall Street pro tries to beat the market. The problem? They charge you way more for the privilege, and most of them fail anyway. In 2024 alone, a whopping 65% of large-cap active funds failed to keep up with a basic S&P 500 fund. Or, you could try picking individual stocks. Sure, you could find the next big thing. Or you could find the next dozen failures. It's a full-time job of research and stress that most people just don't have. Index funds take all that guesswork out of the equation. The debate isn't about if index funds work. The real work is building the right collection of them for you. So, the secret to building wealth was never just buy an S&P 500 fund. The real secret is knowing that's just chapter 1. Now you understand the real risks, like market downturns and the danger of having all your eggs in one too concentrated basket. And you know the strategy. Diversify with different kinds of low-cost index funds across various markets. You've officially moved from being a passive follower to an informed investor who's actually in the driver's seat. You know more now than most people ever will about building a solid financial future. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it? Thanks for watching Money Loop. If you found this helpful, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for weekly AI-powered money tips. Thumbs up, like, speech balloon comments, bell subscriptions.